Okay, hello Wolfpack, happy Sunday. Back again, second week of the year. Hope you guys had a fantastic first week. We're going to continue some progressions that we introduced last week, and then we're going to also continue to simulate Friday open days since it is about 5 weeks away. It starts the middle of February this year, so we're going to continue just with some open stimulus stuff, practicing Metcons, and then ending with heavy lifts, because we do see that every once in a while, and they are very, very challenging. So we're going to start Monday off with another EMOM. So this is the same setup as last week, same calories on the bike. We are progressing the weight on the lunges and the front squats. So whatever we did last week for 10 and 10, okay, our goal is to add a little bit of weight, even if we only add 5 total pounds, right? 2.5 on the side. It's going to be an awesome progression. I think as this goes along, next week we'll probably go to 6 reps. It's going to be, quote, easier on your heart rate, but it's going to obviously be more challenging muscularly. So I anticipate maybe as the weeks go on, you might be able to even add more weight. Since, right, the 10 and 10 or the 8 and 8 are still pretty big sets, right? Heart rate's going to get really, really high since you're under tension for longer. So once the reps kind of go a little bit lower, you're not going to be under tension for quite as long. So we might be able to make bigger weight jumps. But I would say probably shoot for 5 to 10 pounds total, unless last week the 10 lunges and the 10 front squats were really, really easy. Then you can obviously add more. I know for myself, right, you come off the assault bike, right, you're breathing very heavily, right, you put the bar on your back, it's really hard to breathe, your midline gets fatigued, your breathing gets fatigued, but the 10 reps wasn't that bad, and it went relatively quick, and then you racked it, and it was fine. For me, it was the 10 front squats that was really, really challenging. So base your weight off of what you think you can do for the 8 front squats, because the 8 lunges, I think, is going to be the easy part, quote. But everybody's a little bit different. So we do have that minute rest, though, so you should be picking a calorie count that is pushing your pace a little bit, right? We should be getting outside of our comfort zone. Heart rate should be increased. Obviously, leg fatigue and pump should be there to make everything more challenging. But we should be able to rest decently enough to be able to replicate. Again, looking for calories that get us done in no more than 40 seconds at a solid 85% effort. Okay, we shouldn't be having to max effort sprint this to get this in. But it should still be very hard. It should fatigue this, and you should definitely be out of breath and gas when you get to the front squats. Get through them as quick as you can, and then rest and repeat. Okay, and we'll do that for only 3 sets, right? I thought it was 4 sets last week, so good thing it was only 3 because it was very challenging. So 3 sets on that, and then we're going to do just a little grip pulling endurance workout. So it's a 20-minute AMRAP. Right? Complete our round, rest a minute. You're going to add 1 dumbbell clean every round. So these are actually 2 dumbbell cleans. So you've got 2 in your hands, right? Remember, you tap the tops of the heads. Dumbbells come all the way up. Back head of the dumbbell goes over the shoulder. So all the way down to the ground. 2, 3. Once you get them in that front rack position, you can do 6 front squats. And then we're going to choose a pull-up motion that you can start with probably no more than 3 sets to get this done. Obviously, we're looking for volume. We're looking for rounds and reps. Since we have 20 minutes, we're looking to get through a lot. So we should pick a movement where we're doing more than singles, okay? A minimum of 3 to start. That way we get through the first rounds quick, right? And then as the rounds go on, we add a rep. Obviously, there's going to be a ton of grip fatigue, ton of pulling fatigue, and honestly, I think there's going to be a lot of midline fatigue since you do have to go back to the ground, stand all the way up, and then you have these dumbbells in your front rack position doing front squats, right? As everything gets more fatigued, it's pulling you forward, your midline's collapsing, and then you also have to use them here. So I anticipate, right, grip, biceps, and forearms, and obviously heart rate are going to be your limiters here today. So we need to choose appropriate dumbbells that we can go unbroken, honestly, probably the entire time. The goal of this workout is to get grip and bicep fatigue to make our gymnastics moves more challenging, so we utilize more of our kip. So we should be hanging on to these dumbbells for big sets, right? I think you should be able to go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Probably if you even get to the 8th round, you should be able to do that unbroken. Maybe after that, right, we start breaking into 2 sets, 5, 4, or even at the round of 8, 4, 4. But you are coming off of a minute rest, so you should be fresh. You should be able to rip through these cleans, trying to use as much hip extension as you can, save your grip and pull. But it is going to get very taxed, especially as the rounds go on, right, and we're doing more gymnastics pulling. Okay, so that's the stimulus of the workout. Make sure we stay within that. Obviously, the dumbbell should be, or the front squat should be unbroken, and you guys know the drill on the pull-up. So you just go around as many rounds of reps in 20 minutes. And again, like always, if you get stuck in that, like you finish at like 19, 15, and you're supposed to rest, if you want to keep going into the next round, do it. You just, record your score where you end at that 19, 15. If you want to do a couple extra rounds. Hi, boys. Other than that, fantastic Monday. If you have questions, let me know. If not, see you in the gym. Get back to work. Later.